Hi all, very good afternoon. I think the session after lunch is always a tough one, but I think my job has been made a little easy by the compare because she gave you all some exercise, but it's really difficult because if you had very good food and other things, the first thing that you will do is to feel sleepy. So I hope our session will be a little, little interesting to keep you all awake. I hope. We have about 30 minutes to go. So it's all about, we are united for growth, past, present, future of specialty fertilizer policy and the industry perspective. So I would start with Mr. Vinod Goyal. Yeah, sir. So what I want to know is, how should, this morning we had two sessions where various problems faced by SOMS was highlighted. One was the regulatory problems, then we had issues regarding one nation, one license, that was an issue. Then we had the tagging issue, quite a lot of issues. And also because most of the industries are all medium and small ones, they also have a lot of problems. That also includes funds and other things. So now I would want to start with Mr. Goyal. Sir, how should government objectives for specialty fertilizers, productivity, soil health, and then environmental outcomes, how should it be prioritized and measured?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me opportunity. What had been discussed in previous two sessions, this is the same thing. Specialty fertilizer पॉलिसी गवर्नमेंट का तभी कामयाब होगा जब उसको गवर्नमेंट अलग से कोई इनिशिएटिव आएगा. हम बात करते हैं इंडस्ट्री पर्सपेक्टिव की और पॉलिसी मेकिंग की. फर्टिलाइज़र कंट्रोल ऑर्डर जो ओरिजिनली 54 में बना, 55 में बना और फिर 85 में बना, वो फर्टिलाइज़र कंट्रोल ऑर्डर इट वाज मेड टू कंट्रोल द सब्सिडी फर्टिलाइज़र इट्स मूवमेंट. जो गवर्नमेंट ने पॉलिसी हरित क्रांति में बनाई और इंपोर्ट करके फर्टिलाइज़र को सब्सिडी करके फार्मर्स को दिया गया, उस सब्सिडी फर्टिलाइज़र का मूवमेंट, उसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, उसका लीगल पोजीशन, उसकी क्वालिटी सब कंट्रोल करने के लिए बहुत खूबसूरत डॉक्यूमेंट गवर्नमेंट ने बनाया, फर्टिलाइज़र कंट्रोल ऑर्डर. बाद में 1985 में इसको फिर से फ्रेम किया गया. अब वो 1985 का जो फर्टिलाइज़र कंट्रोल ऑर्डर है वही है जो अमेंडमेंट करके आज हमको कंट्रोल करता है. मेरी भाषा में वो गीता है, वो हमारी इंडस्ट्री को चलाने के लिए एक डॉक्यूमेंट है जिससे हम गवर्न होते हैं. द डिफरेंस इज कि बाय द टाइम ऑफ दिस 42 years what the government has done, it is not trying to control not the fertilizer, it is not trying to control the industry from this fertilizer control order. Originally, it should be restricted to the original motto, which was to control the subsidy fertilizer, which government has a stake and a responsibility. So for development of this specialty fertilizer, government must take out everything from FCO, keep the FCO in the original form, and if they want to govern the industry, they should make another law for the industry, not through this FCO.
ठाकुर जी, आप कुछ बोलना चाहें?
बोलिए.
नहीं, वही तो बोल रहा हूँ कि पॉलिसी स्पेशलिटी फर्टिलाइजर.
अभी ये सभी इसमें जो रेगुलेटरी और पॉलिसी जो है ना, इसमें बहुत सारा बदलाव करने की बहुत सारी ज़रूरत है. इसीलिए हम लोग अभी जो भी छोटे छोटे एसोसिएशंस है, हम लोग सब मिलके इसके ऊपर इकट्ठा चर्चा करके संगठित होकर गवर्नमेंट के जो पॉलिसी मेकर है उनके साथ में बैठ के जो फर्टिलाइज़र कंट्रोल ऑर्डर्स है उसमें जो अभी कमियां है वो बहुत सारा बदलने की ज़रूरत है. तो उसके बारे में हम लोग डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं. जैसे सवेरे राहुल जी ने बताया था, मिर्चंदानी ने, कि हम लोग एक 2 महीने में एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्ट्री, फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री इनके साथ में बैठ के राउंड टेबल पे डिस्कशन करके जो जो चीज़ें है जो एफसीओ में बदल करने की ज़रूरत है वो सब हम लोग करने वाले हैं। ये हमारा प्रयास अभी चालू हो गया है ऑलरेडी।
Amrita ji, would you be able to tell us what's happening in Bihar with regard to specialty fertilizers and other things?
Specifically, it's not very different in Bihar as compared to other states, but there have been some very positive movements in the industry, in the specialty space. For example, our GST has come down to 5%. So that's really made it more affordable to the farmers. There have been issues in the past, I agree with the other panelists, but we've been able to represent to the government with justification on why specialty should be treated differently from subsidized fertilizers. And we've had some success in some areas, but there's still a long way to go. The entire biostimulant inclusion in the specialty fertilizer space that has happened in FCO was a very long, drawn process. There has been a whole lot of struggle that has happened there, but so there are pros and cons to the piece. But I think policy works slowly in India. However, we've been able to represent and get our voices heard. So that's been our experience.
Mr. Mehta, in the morning we heard about what's happening in Maharashtra. Sort of, I think what I could surmise is that sort of baby steps have been taken. Now, how do you think have those steps worked, and then what do you think is the way forward, at least to progress a little more from here?
So, thanks. So, Mr. Subramani, I'm going to ask us all to get in line and sync with what the government wants in Viksit Bharat. So yesterday's Economic Times article is saying Viksit Bharat, the goal for India to become developed by 2047, that is 100 years from independence. So if that is the case, they have decided to keep Ministry of Statistics as the nodal agency to work with all the line ministries. Labor is the first, okay, for reforms. Second is agriculture. So if we have to become a developed nation, then we cannot be criminalizing crop nutrition products. Black money in India is no longer criminalized. We are helping the farmer to grow. We have moved forward, sir, from food security. Now the need of the hour is food safety. And specialities do that. Because they're not only, because they are providing what is needed and not something which is just applied, which goes away either to the atmosphere or gets locked into the soil. World Bank on 16th June has approved a $1.4 billion grant for legislative reform for the country, thanks to Dr. Banga. But if we are not willing to decriminalize actions for the crop nutrition segment, then we are losing the battle, sir. We cannot be having a sword hanging off warrants and this and that. And like we are realizing, nowhere the actual conviction is taking place through courts. So if that's the case, what are we trying to do? We are, like Goel sir said, we are trying to get the industry controlled and now strangle them. We don't need that, sir, if we have to continue feeding our populations.
I'll come to Mr. Vaidyanathan, but I'll tell a small little story, what their our chief minister says, Kuti story, like he's coming from Erode, which is known as the turmeric belt of India. You know, it's one of the leading turmeric producers in this place. About 12 years, 13 years ago, there was a small village